Welcome everyone to the Queen of TV channel. Now, before we get into our intro, let's get into some quick things first. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and please watch the video to the very end. Second, there will be cursing and profanity. That's not your cup of tea. The show's not for you. And lastly, while we get my opinion about the episode and the show as a whole, without further ado, let's get into the intro. Welcome everyone. I'm your host, the Queen herself, and you are the Prince and Princess. You're either a subscriber or you are a viewer. Either way, welcome. Today we are talking about H2O Season 3, Episode 3, Keep Your Enemies Close. Now, quick note, I had a look at the timeline a little bit, and the way that Australian schools work is that they're broken up in terms. So basically, in 2010, the third term in Australia started July the 12th. So the last episode is July the 12th. Is when their school time started, and it goes all the way into October. As for Valentine's Day, it is on the month of the 14th. So next episode would be a 5-month gap between this one and the next. Which is fucking insane, to be honest. That's nuts. Because it's sunny. It's not even like chilly or nothing. That would mean that it's 2011 in the show. But on TV is 2010. So it's like a whole jump. Which is insane. But it does make sense why we don't have that many like scenes of them being at school, because the term thing and they doing so many jumps. But other than that, let's talk about the episode. We start the episode at the marine park where Cleo is serving ice cream and Bella ends up giving her an offer. She tells her that she should totally go in for the Dolphin trainer position. That way she'll be close to Dolphin, something that she has loved since the beginning of being a mermaid. And Cleo takes the initiative and goes to Lori, telling him that she would love to be a dolphin trainer and is able to convince him to let her get the job. She's excited and Bella is supportive of her, but Rikki is not too happy about it, thinking that Cleo is taking a big risk. Bella tells Rikki that they should support her, but Rikki says she's not going to support Cleo being under a microscope. She doubles down and then eventually leaves. Cleo starts second guessing herself, but Bella reassures her that Rikki is wrong, that she can do this. So back at Ricky's, the cafe, Nate is singing a song that is obviously awful, and Lewis is wearing earplugs, which is why he keeps constantly playing the drums. He tells Rikki the song is about a girl he knows, and she says, "Poor girl." She tells him that he is not performing that song in the cafe. He said if he can't perform it, then they won't perform that night. She does him one better. She fires the band because of him. So Cleo starts her first trainee position the very next day. But apparently it does not go well, because Ronnie is not listening to her. And it reminded me of what Miss Chatham said. The Dolphins can sense their behaviors. So Ronnie's very sure that Cleo is not confident, and he does not feel comfortable with her having him do tricks, because he doesn't feel a connection with her because of how his emotion is and her emotion is. So it does not go great. And Cleo starts to begin to doubt herself. Well, we see that Will shows up at the marine park, and he's interested in the dolphins because he's a good swimmer. He's a diver. He loves swimming with dolphins. Lori shows up and tells him that he can't be there and that he could get in trouble, but he sneaks back in and starts hanging out with Ronnie. Cleo catches him, and before she can convince him to leave, Lori shows up talking to Cleo, and Cleo ends up gesturing a hand motion. Unbeknownst to her, Will had Ronnie do a trick. And Lori believed that Cleo and Ronnie were connecting well, and she was, in fact, getting better at what she was doing. Cleo tells Will that if he does not leave, she will get security. So he leaves. Nate tells Bella that Rikki had fired the band, and Bella wonders if it's her fault, and Nate doubles down and tells her that it is, but no one is blaming her, not being honest with her about the real reason why they got fired. So Bella decides to go confront Rikki about firing the band because of her. Rikki says she did not fire the band because of Bella. She fired the band because of Nate and his awful music, and that the band is terrible. Bella disagrees, but Rikki said that Bella will soon find out enough about what Nate really is doing when he's actually working. Cleo begins to show the higher ups what she can do, and ends up failing miserably. They end up getting drenched. She gets upset, but Lewis tries to give her words of encouragement and endearment, telling her that she can do this and that everything is going to be okay. He decides to get people to come support Cleo to try to make Cleo feel better by getting her friends and her family all there, so that way they can show Cleo that she has what it takes. While Nate decides to sing his vulgar ass song to Bella, which we know for a fact was for Bella. In the song, he's talking about how you know, ladies need to be lining up, and they need to be giving him their addresses, and that he want to meet their parents. Like, oh my lord, it was horrible. That song was ass. That song was ass. Bella told him it was horrendous. And then he had the audacity, I mean the pure audacity, to try to put his hand over and hit on her. He, and she told him no in the most harshest way possible. She shot him the fuck down. She made him feel terrible. So, yeah, she realized why the band got fired. Well, while Cleo is struggling, Ricky's struggling too to try to find a new band. Uh, who is Zane, tells her that she needs to do one thing then. She said she ain't calling Bella. He said, I wasn't talking about Bella. And she looked at him and said, well, I ain't calling Nate neither. Well, he said, okay, I'll call him. So they fighting on the phone, and she tells him all the reasons why the band is horrible. Says his singing, all that extra stuff, and oh my god, I hit my mic. And Zane tells her, "Well, look, we don't have a choice. Either you call him or I do, because we need a band." So she has no choice. Um, she doesn't call him. She shows up to Cleo's event, and as a result, she runs into Bella. So while Cleo is freaking out and upset that Lewis sit there and invited all these people because she was already nervous, she gets even more upset when she sees that Will has shown up. Now she's really stressing about this. She's starting to regret even trying to go out for this job. So Rikki and Bella have a talk. And Bella apologized to Rikki for, jumping up to conclusions about why they got fired. And before I had anything to say about it, wondering if Rikki's going to apologize for her behavior, she is apologizing for her behavior, saying that the reason why she acted so blunt is because she was jealous. She was jealous that Cleo went to Bella instead of her, and Bella admitted that she's not used to being in a group. I had been saying that, and I will talk about that in the review. So, obviously, they are able to make up and be friends. So, Cleo attempts to do the show and does not do great. She ends up sulking and crying, and this is when Will shows up and have a heart to her about being in the water and her connection to dolphins. And obviously, deep down, Cleo knows why she can't get in the water. She knows her connection to dolphins as a mermaid, but it's just she cannot risk it. Laura shows up to tell her it's now or never. And behind the scenes, Cleo and Will hatch a plan. So Cleo gets a hold of herself and gains her confidence. And she's able to have a great show. And she feels proud of herself. She tells Rikki and Bella about Will helping her. Rikki said, I thought we were supposed to stay clear from him. But Cleo said that actually he's a pretty good guy and he helped save her job, which makes Bella happy, who has been Team Will since the beginning. Now, this is when Nate show up and has the biggest audacity to sit here and ask about 50% because he feeling himself apparently. He heard that Rikki had to hire them back because she couldn't find nobody else. She let him know this and let him know good that either he set up this equipment or he can hit the dough. He said it was worth a try. Because he know ain't nobody else gonna put up with him. So they do their music performance, and Bella sings a song that actually is about Rikki. Now they have created water under the bridge, and the episode ends with a happy note. And Will is also there. So let's talk about the review. First, let's talk about Rikki and Bella. Good all around. Bella's confirmation that she does not know where her place is within the group, and she did not mean to step on Rikki's toes. She apparently is acknowledging the fact that she's not used to not being on her own, so having the actual friends who are mermaids is weird for her, and she's learning. But Rikki's also learning that the dynamic has changed. Like, Rikki is starting to accept the fact that Bella is now the new member of the group and they doing this without Emma. So Rikki has to get used to Bella and has gotten used to Bella a little bit. Okay? And Bella and Rikki were able to make it up and realize that they both are Cleo's friends and that they both can support her regardless of who she comes to. And Rikki says she does trust that Cleo will be careful and wouldn't really put the secret at risk. Now, as for Lewis in this episode, Lewis, the MVP himself, is supporting his girlfriend, getting her family all together, getting her friends there. Hell, I even think he invited Will to just be a fresh new face. To help her out. Though Cleo was freaking completely out and got even more overwhelmed, the intent of endearment was there. Not to mention, Will must got a strong ass connection to the sea. Like, of course he does, considering his family been stuck on a boat for years. And it's kind of the first time he's ever actually had a normal high school type of relationship with people. So basically, Will is adventurous. And the fact that he created a bond with King Ronnie so fast just proves that this man was meant to be a merman. This sucks. Why the fuck did only Mako mermaids get fucking mermen? To be fair and to be honest, I feel like Lewis and Will were more important people to make mermen than Zach and fucking Eric. Because if I'm being honest, yes, Zach is okay. Okay, this is me before I rewatch it. Zach is okay. But like, Zach is reckless, man. And Eric is just a smug dick. I would have rather had Lewis and fucking Will be mermen. My goodness. Shit, they the two most people that you could make mermen. Like, Will's got a strong ass connection to the sea. You know, it'd be great. New experience. Give him something to do besides having to, like, pick up the mantle for Lewis when he leaves and have to finally break the cycle of toxicity between him and his sister when he gives up diving and live his own life, and having just Lewis be relegated as supportive boyfriend and friend. Give him something else to do. Like, it's not about them being a part of the fucking group. It's about giving them something to work with. They have nothing to work with here. Give them more than just some basic ass shit that people can do. Like, anybody can learn to play the damn drums and golf. Hell, shit, if anybody put the work in like Cleo did, hell, they could be good at science just like anybody else. Shit, if anybody go to any training courses, they could be good as divers as fucking Will. Give these men something else to do. Besides being fucking relegated back up. Come on now, H2O. Why the fuck would you do this to me? I'm still not gonna be okay with this. I hate it. Oh, mermaids is awful. Oh my gosh, it's awful. I'm dreading it. I'm dreading it. Because I already know I'm going to feel like I'm going to die if I have to watch season one. Watch each episode and put out so many videos in a day. Jesus. So now that brings us to Nate. Nate ain't changed at all. Nate is a, oh my God. What the hell? That song was horrible. You know what that song means? You know the meaning of that fucking song? Him telling them damn girls, you better line up, ladies. You better give me your address. Cause I want to meet your parents. Did you see that dance he was doing? My God. This fool really thought he was doing something. This man telling all these women to line up. Talking about he won't meet their parents and all this other bullshit. If that ain't bad enough, he wrote that song about Bella. And we don't even meet Bella's parents. Let me explain the the systematics of what would happen if that song got played. Every woman up in that cafe would have walked out. That man ain't that cute. Hell, if that's not bad enough, that song is so damn vulgar. Like, who the hell writes a song like that? And this is supposed to be a damn love song, mind you. This is supposed to be a love song. So, we already know that Bella writes their songs. Nate don't write their damn songs. Because if Nate wrote their songs, why would he write this garbage? Come on now. But at least he didn't get to perform that damn song. But the audacity of this man, he really thought that Bella would be interested in him. She let him be known that their relationship is only work related. It is no further than that. On top of that, he tried that shit with Rikki. Talk about, I see you needed us. I knew you would come back calling. You might as well, pay us up 50% of the payments. Boy, I ain't giving you 50% of shit. This place already ain't making that much money. You be lucky enough I even allowed your ass to come back. Because, hell, I could have got any person to play guitar or whatever. I don't need y'all. Hell, Bella the one that got the voice. She's the one that sings. So, Nate had to be humble. Did that change him? No. No, it didn't. Not to mention, my lord. You know why he can't hit on Cleo and Rikki no more. They deep in their relationships. So poor fucking Bella, who ain't got no man, sadly got to put up with him. Oh my lord, I hate it for her. Jesus. I'll become a recluse. Ain't nowhere in hell I dating it. I'll be a fucking recluse. I'd rather stay my poor ass in the house and count all my blessings, saying, Lord, I'm laying here, waiting for whomever you think I shall marry. But if it is the man that I hid from while I stay in this bedroom, I know it wasn't you. The devil sent this sucker. Because I will not open the door. Child, I wouldn't even let Nate date my damn daughter if I had one. Because if she did, I'd check her ass into the next institution. Because you got to get your fucking your mental state and your fucking emotional state tested if you really want to date somebody like Nate. You really got to get you some help. You need therapy. You need to put your ass in therapy. Seriously. My lord. So that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you have a blessed day. I hope you have a wonderful day. If no one told you this today, I'm telling you, I love you. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next time we see each other, will be the next time we see each other. Goodbye, y'all.